Banks didn't stop lending. They just stopped taking the risks that mattered.
After the collapse, the system didn't remove risk. It forced it into places no one was watching.
Banks didn't stop lending. They just stopped taking the risks that mattered.
When traditional capital disappears, the demand for money doesn't disappear with it. This is where it begins. A financial system built away from public visibility.
This is where the system changes, not in public, but in private rooms.
Capital didn't leave the system. It just started looking for better returns.
And this is where risk returns, but in a different form.
Makes govers imploding. The borrowers changed, but the risk didn't disappear with them.
The system was growing faster than anyone could fully understand it. When the world stopped, money didn't. It accelerated.
Cheap money doesn't remove risk. It makes it easier to ignore.
The faster it grows, the harder it becomes to see what's underneath. Growth was easy because the cost of money felt almost invisible. Everything looked stable, and that's when the system was most exposed. When the world stopped, money didn't. It accelerated.
Cheap money doesn't remove risk. It makes it easier to ignore.
The faster it grows, the harder it becomes to see what's underneath.
Growth was easy because the cost of money felt almost invisible.
Everything looked stable, and that's when the system was most exposed.
The first signal isn't the collapse, it's the payment that doesn't arrive.
When debt can't be rolled forward, it starts to break where it stands. It doesn't fail all at once. It fails one company at a time.
The loss doesn't appear suddenly. It's adjusted, quietly, inside the system.
And once confidence starts to fade, the system no longer holds the same weight.
When debt can't be rolled forward, it starts to break where it stands. It doesn't fail all at once. It fails one company at a time.
The loss doesn't appear suddenly. It's adjusted, quietly, inside the system.
And once confidence starts to fade, the system no longer holds the same weight.
It's no longer one failure, it's a pattern.
Liquidity doesn't disappear instantly, it drains.
The system behind the system starts pulling back.
The numbers stopped working long before anyone admitted it. What was once separate is now connected under pressure.
The system didn't fail suddenly. It reached the point where it couldn't hold itself together.
When the banks step back, the system loses its foundation. What began as pressure turned into collapse.
The losses didn't stay contained. They spread through everything connected to them. And in the end, it wasn't one failure. It was the system itself coming apart. When everything stops, the silence becomes louder than the collapse.
The losses were never sudden. Only the realization was.
What disappears from the system doesn't disappear from reality.
The system didn't end. It reset at a lower level. The system didn't fail because it was broken. It failed because it worked this way all along. Credit doesn't remove risk. It only moves it somewhere else. The system looks stable only because the risk is spread across it. Value isn't what's reported. It's what someone is willing to pay. Liquidity feels constant until too many people need it at once. The system didn't hide the risk. It just made it harder to see. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. The system changes shape, but never its nature. Money doesn't learn. It follows incentive. A new system begins, built on the same foundation.
The system doesn't break. It repeats.
Sugar says. A wide network of diverse individuals connects to the system. Your pension and investments flow through these lines. The system didn't stay in the shadows. It expanded into everything connected to it.
This doesn't end. It resets.
And with time, people forget what it felt like.
And then it begins again.
It looks different every time, but it's always the same pattern.
After everything understood, nothing really changes.
The system moves forward, as if nothing happened. People return, not because it's safe, but because it's familiar. The structure remains, because nothing replaced it.
It looks stable again, just like before.
And underneath, the same pressure begins to build. And somewhere inside it, the next cycle is already forming. It always returns to where it started.
There is no clear ending, only a moment before it starts again.
It's not a crisis, it's a cycle, you're still inside.